I first met David 16 years ago. He was living here in the leafy Surrey suburbs with his parents Peter and Kathleen and his sister Julie.
I think David likes a challenge. And I think because
he's probably the first comedian.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody else.
Or actor, or
I can't think of anybody who's high profile like David is at the moment, who's put themselves through something like that. He is a great perfectionist.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
A great perfectionist. If he's going to do something, it's going to be done right.
How do you think he'll feel if he doesn't make it?
He will be despondent. He'll be so distraught.
He will be very low, very despondent, very down about it. So, obviously, he will bounce back out of it.
Oh, he'll get over it.
That's it. But at the time, his mum will have to give him a cuddle.
David's about to start a new phase of his training programme. No, not that.
Well, it's good motivation, and if we get bored, we can always join the aqua aerobics, can't
we? Greg wants David to concentrate on his technique and endurance. Even though we're on tour, almost every morning David has to find the nearest pool and swim hundreds of lengths. Up, down, oh, isn't it boring? Much more fun lying in bed with a bag of crisps. And every week Greg increases the distance David has to swim.
Okay, so it's 300, 700. I've only got to do 4,200 metres, so it shouldn't take me too long.
When the guys first came to me and said that what Dave suggested he wanted to do, frankly I thought there's absolutely no chance. To me it's an incredible feat. Being able to swim across a channel, or even attempting to swim across a channel, is really something special. But his level of dedication and his commitment is truly remarkable.
Wherever possible, they save their pay and entry fee and swim in the open water.
Oh, it looks so inviting.
Morning, afternoon, two ladies on a bicyclette, not men.
Then it's straight back to work, writing and rehearsing new material.
I tell you, I'm feeling very naughty today, Emily. Shall we invite another rough handyman round? No, not today, Florence. I've got one of my heads on. You go off and have your bath.
Greg's even got him swimming in the dark.
This is the worst so far.
There's no visibility in the water, and effectively you are entirely isolated. And really all that's running through your head is what's beneath me.
Ooh. I wonder what's lurking in that pitch black water.
Last year they caught a mako shark off the end of the Brighton pier.
Is that dangerous?
Yeah, it's quite a vicious one, that.
Our tour takes us to every corner of Britain.
I'm actually quite surprised you agreed to come here to Edinburgh tonight, to Liverpool tonight, to Nottingham tonight, to Bournemouth tonight, to Sheffield tonight. Why, sir? Well, you always said you hated Bristol.
It's so easy waking up the morning after a show to think, oh, well, not today, I don't want to do it today. I'm tired today, but no, I've got to go up, out, in that pool, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. And by the end of it, I always felt better.
In Manchester, the pool manager Craig Hurst swam the channel in 1995. He's eager to tell David about his 16.5-hour ordeal.
When I started, it was 5:30 in the morning, so I was in pitch black going in. So you swim in darkness into the light all day, and then darkness comes back down again. It starts to get a bit scary, and you're kind of swimming along, and you can't see anything. All you can do is you can smell France coming. Really? You can actually smell the seaweed, garlic. Right, okay. I ended up swimming until I hit rock. I hurt my shoulder, which still hurts a bit today. Really? The problem was that the fumes from the boat were coming out as well, so Tide was against me, storm had come in, my fitness started to go. I lost nearly a stone on the day, and that's purely dehydration. It was them saying that I couldn't do it. I had to prove to them that I could, and I did.
Well, it is pretty scary, that's the thing. It's actually like, it's not an entirely pleasant proposition, because there's just that bit where it's just sort of endurance, isn't there? Which is, I think you can imagine getting in and imagine getting out, but there's a bit in the middle. Oh God.
No matter how daunting the task, David is still determined to see it through and raise as much money as possible for sport relief.
When you're in Ethiopia, it's so emotive being there that you'll agree to do anything to help the people that you've met there. We went to this orphanage. There was all these little girls there, and they did this song for us, heads, shoulders, knees and toes. And then the person who ran the orphanage told us that every single girl in that room had been raped or sexually abused on the street. And it was like someone had put a dagger in my heart and twisted it. I was just so upset. And when I think about what I'm trying to do, I do often think about those little girls and think about, I don't want to let them down. I want to do all I can for them, and I think if I can raise enough money, to keep that orphanage going for a few years, I'd be really happy.
3, 2, 1, you're back in the room.
What are you staring at? I'm just leaving. What are you staring at?
Aren't they great? We love our fans. But some Little Britain followers actually follow us.
Hello there. He's still following us. It's a bit scary.
Sometimes the only place to escape to is backstage.
The Prime Minister was running out of time for the round opinion.
Oh yeah, it's much easier being somebody else. I really love that. I love putting on the disguise and looking in the mirror and feeling like I'm somebody else. I see people doing normal jobs and I think, oh, I'd love to be playing that role of receptionist or whatever. I just think, oh God, that looks great. Anything other than being me would be nice. To be honest, you just get a bit more needlessly nervous. The more time I spend up there hearing the audience taking their seats, the more nervous I'm going to get, so I might as well not hear it. It's a horrible noise in a way. Just the noise of people, but it's just a terrible sense of foreboding about it.
Five months of a grueling tour and intense training is taking its toll on David.
Oh yeah, I'm just knackered. I've got nothing left to give.
But at his most tired comes his toughest challenge yet. Tomorrow morning, Greg's plan is for them to try and swim from Portsmouth to the Isle of Wight. "7 a.m. and Greg and David meet at an empty car park near Portsmouth. Greg's promised him a special treat.
So it's so unglamorous, isn't it? We found a nice corner of a deserted car park to grease up. It's a different life for me, this. I'm going with...
It's David's first sea swim without a wetsuit.
Most beautiful man best say.
Greg slaps on grease to prevent any nasty chafing on his baby soft skin.
It's going to be cold, it's going to be windy, and it's going to be wavy, and it's not going to be very pleasant. Sorry, there you go, David. It's going to be easy. It's going to be a good swim today.
Although the Isle of Wight is only 4 miles away, the strong current will make it feel much further. The sea is really choppy and the water temperature is a mere 12 degrees. That's the same as a cold bath. Sounds inviting, doesn't it?
You start thinking about it the whole time. You think, I want to get out, this is really cold, this is really unpleasant, I want to get out. As much as possible you want to turn off those thoughts, but the cold is a constant reminder that you are in some sort of pain or discomfort.
Halfway across, David stops for a drink from the support boat. But Greg is in trouble.
You okay? Not really, no. It's rough.
Greg is suffering from the cold and is desperate to get out.
How are you doing, David? I'd like to carry on, but where are we going? What, towards that beach? Yeah.
You put a suit on, Greg.
An emergency.
Greg's body temperature has dropped dangerously low. He has hypothermia. If he doesn't warm up fast, he'll need an emergency airlift to hospital.
What do you think?
Do you feel like you're warming up now?
A little bit, yeah. He is tough, there's no doubt about it. More than anything, he's bloody tough.
That was really hard. Yeah. That was really rough.
Is Greg okay?
He had to get out, get on the boat. Why? Because it was just so rough. It was really disorientating as well. Because, you know, you can see so little. You know, your goggles steam up and the waves and the boat moving around. It was really hard. What time was it?
That was 2 hours.
Okay. It's really, really rough out there. It doesn't look it here, but in really hard conditions. I've got to keep telling myself, you've got to get this done. I was saying to myself, be a man, you've got to do this, be a man. Without that, I'd have got out and given up.